And we're live.
Hello, Internet world. I'm Trey Tay with EW Motion Therapy, empowering motion for when you can't make it to the gym. Today we're going to do a 30-minute strength and conditioning workout. It's going to consist of 3 little mini circuits, 2 strength, and 1 with a nice little cardio at the end. So first thing we're going to do, you want to grab 1 dumbbell. All you need is 1 dumbbell for this workout. And let's begin by warming up. So let's warm up our neck first. So we're going to get in a quadruped position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to brace my abs, and I'm going to do chin to chest, chin to sky, 5 times. 1, 2. And just make sure you're breathing. We're just gently moving. We're warming up the body. 1 more. Good. And then we're going to do chin over each shoulder. So I'm looking over each shoulder. Making sure that my shoulder blades are scooped back so they're in a good packed position. I don't want to be here as I'm doing that. That wouldn't solve anything. 4 and 5. Next thing we're going to do is rock so we can warm up the hips. So I'm going to take my knees out a little bit wider, kind of like a squat stance, and we're going to rock back and forth 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Next thing we're going to do is warm up the spine. So hips, get your knees back under your hips, and we're going to tuck the tail, moving 1 segment up at a time until we get to the head and tucking it. We're going to imagine you got 2 headlights on your glutes. You're going to shine them at the ceiling, and then 1 at a time until the head is looking up. That's 1. Slowly moving back and forth between those 2. That's 2. That's 3. 4. And 1 more. If you really want to reach that mid back towards the ceiling, kind of rock side to side. Come on out of it. Good. All right, let's keep it going. So we're going to do a bird dog. So I'm going to brace my abs, opposite hand, opposite foot reaching. I'm just reaching for the wall in front and back of me, just like that. I'm not reaching up like that. Imagine you got a yoga block on your low back. It's not going anywhere. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. And on this last one, hold for 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's keep warming up the spine and the hips. We're going to do an upward dog. So I'm going to drop my belly to the ground, scoop my shoulder blades back, abs brace, push away, look on up, squeeze your belly. From there, downward dog, push up position, hips to the sky. Back to the upward dog. Squeeze your glutes. Back to the upward dog. You can pedal your feet here if you want to kind of get 1 at a time. And let's do that 1 more time on each side. Upward dog. Squeeze your glutes. You can really drive 1 hip into the mat, drive the other hip into the mat. And 1 more upward dog, pedaling the feet. You can bring it up if you want to get a little bit more out of it. Good. All right, from there, I'm going to bring 1 foot forward. Here, let me do this one first so you can see. And we're going to rock back and forth. So I'm going to rock forward, pick my hips up so I get a nice stretch here, and then rock back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Switch to the other lead foot. And we're going to rock back and forth. So I'm rocking forward, getting a good stretch on this hip, and then I pick up my hips, get a good stretch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right, let's get our adductor. So from that same quadruped position, I'm going to stick my foot out to the side. This foot's in line with this knee. I have a nice flat back. We're going to rock back 10 times. Should feel a good old stretch on that inner right groin right there, whatever leg you have out. 4, Make sure you're breathing. 5, 6. And if you're just joining me, we're just gonna need one dumbbell for this workout. And last one. Good. Switch, other leg out. Boom. And just so you can see what it looks like from the side, foot in line with the knee right there. And we're gonna rock 10 times. Try to keep a nice flat back as much as you can as we do this. We're trying to mobilize the hip, not our spine at this point. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, we're gonna warm up our T-spine next. So we're gonna lay on our side. This top knee, we're gonna rest it on the ground about 90 degrees. This other bottom hand's gonna pin this down, and this top hand's gonna open up for a nice stretch, 10 times. 1, 2. And we're not necessarily having to touch the floor, we're just opening and mobilizing our thoracic spine as we keep the lumbar spine locked in. 4, 5. Make sure you're breathing. 6, 7. You might get a few back cracks. 9, and 10. All right, this arm that you've been using to move around, we're gonna grab this foot right here for a quad stretch. So I keep that hand where it was, I'm grabbing this foot, and then I'm just gonna let my shoulder move towards the ground. All right, and let's take a few good breaths here. Let's do for 3 breath cycles. So that's in and out. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right. Unfurl from there, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I lay on my side. My top knee is going to come up to about 90 degrees. I'm going to rest on the ground. If this is too much for you, you can always put a foam roller or a yoga block right there. This bottom hand's going to pin this down. This top hand's going to open up for a nice mobilizing T-spine stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that hand that was doing all the moving, it's going to grab that foot for the quad stretch. So I'm going to grab that foot, pull it back, and then just let my shoulder move towards the ground. Let's take 3 breath cycles in and out here. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right, last thing we're going to do from this position right here, we're going to do a shoulder press later on. So let's make sure that our shoulders are nice and warm and that we have proper range of motion to do it properly. So first thing I'm going to do is breathe out. That's going to glue my rib cage down. I'm going to make sure this is nice and braced. I'm going to do goalposts with my arms, and while keeping my abs braced, I'm going to slide my hands overhead, keeping as much contact with the ground as I can, and then bring it on back. Let's do that about 10 times. Biggest thing with this is you want to make sure that you're not arching from the low back. That means we're not moving from the shoulders. Keep the abs braced, and we're going to move it overhead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. And I lied. One more thing from this position. We're going to do a dead bug 5 and 5. Just make sure the abs are braced. So I'm going to bring my feet up, 90-degree angle here, tabletop position. Abs are braced. Zombie arms, and opposite hand, opposite foot reaching while keeping my spine neutral. 1, 1, 2, 2. And you only want to reach out as far enough that you can keep your abs braced. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. Good. All right. Couple more hip openers, and then we'll get into the main workout. All right, hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to get in a kneeling position. I'm going to bring the other foot up. Back toe is dug in. I'm going to tuck my tail underneath, bringing my belt buckle up so the glutes get squeezed. You should already feel a good stretch here. If you want to add a little bit more, bring that arm up while keeping this squeeze and shift forward. So just breathe in, breathe out. Biggest thing here is squeezing the glutes, making sure that we're stretching the hip and not the back. Okay, a few more here. 3, 2, and 1, and switch. So other toe dug back in. I'm going to tuck my tail up, abs are braced. Bring that arm up and shift forward while keeping that glute squeeze. And breathe. Hopefully you guys have some good tunes at home. We can't play too much here because of copyright. Could play my music though, that could always work. Alright, so now we got that. This leg that was here, we're going to swing out to the side. We're going to do another adductor rock. This hand here, I'm going to block this knee from caving in. And we will make sure that this knee is going to track over about the second and third toe as we move in that direction. So here we go. We're going to do 10 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switch. So hip flexor would be here, swinging out to the side, block that knee from caving in, and run 10 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right. Let's come to a standing position and let's just do a few shoulder rolls. So I'm going to roll my shoulders back about 5 times. Pick them up and roll them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pick them up, roll them forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Big old circles. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and back. Try not to take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, elbow joint. 1, we'll wax on. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then wrist circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and last one, we're going to do internal and external rotation. So kind of like the Egyptian pose. As you got 2 teapots, one's going to pour forward, one's going to pour back. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. All right, guys, you should be nice and toasty and warmed up. You're going to need 1 dumbbell, all right? So I'm going to be using a 15-pound dumbbell to start. The first little mini circuit that we're going to do, we're going to do 5 rack squats on each side, followed by 5 to 8 Bentover rows on each side, followed by doing that on the other side, and then we do a 30-second plank. All right? So get your 1 dumbbell ready. We're going to get in the rack position. So it's almost like I'm holding a, kind of guarding up here like I'm a boxer. So we got it here. My shoulder blades are scooped back, my lats are engaged, and we're going to do a squat. So here we go. Abs are braced, and squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squeeze your glutes. 5. Good. From there, we're going to go right into a bent over row. So my abs are braced. I'm going to find a hinge position. So my shoulder blades are scooped back. I'm loaded up on my hamstrings. And then from that position right there, we're going to row for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. You're going to switch hands now. We're going to take that same dumbbell, other hand, get in that rack position. Abs braced, lats engaged, 5 squats. Drive the floor away, stand tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going right into the bent over row on this side. So here I am. Find your hinge and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Put your dumbbell down. We're going to drop on the floor for a 30-second plank. So my elbows are going to be under my shoulders. I'm going to come up on my toes and I'm going to squeeze my glutes. And breathe. Just checking the time. 30 seconds. So my glutes are squeezed. If you want more of this, you can think about squeezing your knees together and moving your elbows to your toes and your toes to your elbows. You should start shaking. Make sure you're breathing. If your low back starts hurting at all, just drop to your knees. That means your abs are toasted for that round. We've got about 10 more seconds here. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a little mini break. That's one round of that little circuit. So I'm gonna get a little bit of water, and then we're gonna start back up. And maybe this might be the time to adjust. So if that was a little too hard, get a lighter dumbbell. If it was too easy, get a heavier dumbbell. Once again, 1 dumbbell, 5 squats. We're in that rack position, everything's nice and tight, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, we're gonna go right into the bent over row. Find your hinge position. Shoulder blades are back, abs are braced, and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. You're gonna go right to the other side. Rack position. Get nice and tight. 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right into the bent over row. Find your hinge. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Don't need the dumbbell. Drop into the floor for a 30-second plank. All right. In 3, 2, and 1. Planky plank time. Abs brace, squeezing your glutes. If you want a little bit more, squeeze your knees together. Toes to elbows, elbows to toes. Everything engaged. It's called a hard style plank, in case you guys are wondering. And keep breathing. We got 15 more seconds. Woo, it's hot. Guys are doing great though. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, guys, we get one more sip of water. Take a little mini break. Towel off. Adjust as needed. All right, so I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. If you need to go lighter, go lighter. If you need to go heavier, go heavier. I don't care. Whatever feels right. All right, we're in that same position. Abs are braced. Get nice and tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right to the bent over row. And with the bent over row, I've been doing it wide. Let's try it narrow this time. Just see if it feels a little different. Find your hinge and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Other position. Get in your rack. Abs brace. 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Find your hinge. I'm going to do it narrow this time just to change it up. Abs brace, shoulders scoop back. Find your hinge and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, last plankety plank. All right, and here we go. My shoulders are under, or my elbows are under my shoulders. I'm up on my toes, squeezing my glutes, tucking that tail, abs braced. I have a picnic on my back. I'm not gonna move. If you want a little bit more, squeeze the knees together, elbows to toes, toes to elbows. Doing good, guys. We got 10 seconds. Last plank. You can hold out for 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. Nice job. We are done with that mini circuit. You accomplished it. So I'm going to take a little mini break here. And we got about 10 minutes left in this workout, so you guys are doing great. We got 2 little mini circuits left. One more strength and then one more cardio. So you're going to use that same one dumbbell that you had before. If you want to for this first one, you could do it just strictly body weight, and I'll demonstrate for that. So what we got is a single leg hinge, a kneeling overhead press, and then a marching in place carry. So let me show you that. For the first thing, we're going to do a single leg hinge. So if you want to do just body weight, what you want to do is first, find that foot. Make sure you trust it, because we're going to want to be evenly balanced between big toe, little toe, and heel on here. We don't want to be too far forward that we fall that way, or too far back on our heel that we lose our balance. So I'm going to have a nice vertical shin here. Abs are raised, lats engaged. My arms aren't moving at all. I'm just reaching my hips back, reaching this leg back for the wall behind me. I feel a good hamstring stretch, and then from there I stand tall. So it'll just be just like that, flowing. Now if you're going to do it with a dumbbell, I like to do whatever leg is going to go back. That's the arm, that's the side that you're going to hold the dumbbell in your arm. So here, abs brace, boom. We're going to do 8 on each side, all right? So here we go. Boom, squeeze your glutes, come tall. 1, 2, 3. You should really feel it on that posterior chain. 4. You can toe tap if you want to get a little bit more out of it. Just don't touch. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. We're going to switch and get the other side. So I switch hands. My left leg's going to go back. The weight's in my left hand. I'm working my right side now. Make sure I find the ground. And here we go. 1. Now you might notice you're a little bit better on one side than the other. That's why it's important to do single leg exercises. 3. So you can balance it out. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now we're going to do a half kneeling overhead press. Whatever side you're pressing, that's the side with the knee down. So essentially we're in a hip flexor stretch here. Abs brace, squeeze that glute. So my right knee's down, I'm going to be working the right side now. We're going to do 8 overhead presses. Abs and glutes engaged and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Switch. Hip flexor position on the other side, abs and glutes. Rack position and press for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. And then we're going to do a marching in place carry. So I'm going to bring that to a rack position. I'm going to get nice and tight. Abs, glutes, lats engaged. Imagine somebody's going to try to push you over. You're not going to let them push you over here. All right, we're going to count for 10. Here we go. Everything tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. Other hand. Get nice and tight. Nobody's going to push you over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Nice job, guys. One full round right there. We're going to go right into our single leg hinge. So, dumbbells on my right hand, that means I'm going to have that right leg go back. Biggest thing with this is keep your hips squared. If I had a flashlight on my belly button, it would hit the floor, flashing it there, as I go back into the hinge position. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, switch. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm toe tapping each time. Totally fine. Do what you can. Left arm, left leg back. 1, lost my balance, that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze your glutes, 6, squeeze your glutes, 7, and last one, 8. Good. Gonna go right into the kneeling overhead press. Left knee down, left arm, abs and glutes engaged. Press for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switch. Right knee down, right hand, abs and glutes engaged, and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going right into the marching carry. Get nice and tight. Abs and glutes, lats engaged, and here we go. 1. Biggest thing with this is make sure you're not rounding your low spine as you do this. Everything stays nice and tight and neutral here as we march. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch hands. Get nice and tight. Lats, abs, spine's not moving at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. All right, one more round. We're gonna go right into it. We're nice and toasty. Left hand, left leg going back, working on that right foot. Abs brace, shoulders scoot back, and here we go. 1, 2, squeeze your glutes, come back up. 3, 4, 5, you can do this with body weight if you want. 6, things might be getting tired. 7, and 8. Good. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, we're going to go right into our kneeling overhead press. Right knee down, right hand. Abs and glutes engaged. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Left knee down, left hand. Abs and glutes engaged. And press it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're going to go right into our marching carry. Abs engaged. Spine is not moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Last one right here. Get tight. Nobody's gonna push you over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Awesome job, guys. 2 complete circuits of strength done right there with 1 dumbbell. We got 1 minute left. So we're gonna do a little bit of cardio just to kind of finish it out, whatever energy we have. All right, first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a jab with a kick. All right, so we're gonna do 5 with 1 foot forward, 5 with the other foot forward. So 1 foot forward, I got my left forward, jab, and little kick. 1, jab, little kick. 2, jab, kick. 3, jab, kick. 4, jab, and 5. Switch. Right foot forward. Jab, kick. 1, jab, 2, jab, kick. 3, jab, kick. 4, and 1 more. Good. All right. And then you're probably all stoved up at home. Let's just skip in place. Let's just go back and forth and skip for the remaining 15 seconds. All right. So I'm just gonna skip. Let's have fun with it. 1, do whatever you can. You know, it might just be a light little walk. But here we go, we're just getting all out right now. All right? And you guys are done. Thank you for joining me for your strength conditioning today. EW Motion Therapy. My name is Trey Tate, and I will be here next Monday. Look forward to it.